Colorado right now on the Front Range. Been out here for several days, something with our good buddy Steve, and now we're with CJ for the next day or two. And CJ's been watching some geese out here in this field, so we're just out here scouting it, checking it out. But I'll show you guys in a second on the other camera. But just sitting here looking out over the field we're gonna hunt, and the mountains, the Rocky Mountains in the background are absolutely beautiful. Even if we didn't kill a goose, it's one of the prettiest places I've ever hunted, and it's awesome to have something like that for a backdrop. But we're watching these geese here, these lessers. Now out here it's almost all lessers right now, so the big geese haven't really come down. As you guys know, it's a crazy season, 2020 and 21. There's still no snow in Montana. There's tons of big geese up there in Montana, and so therefore there's none here. There's no snow here either. So it's been a wild year weather-wise across the whole country. It's been very, very tough. By far, I'd say by far my worst year and hardest year I've ever had. But so back to my point, it's all lessers out here. There's hardly any big geese right now. So when you're out here scouting these things, we're paying attention to what they're doing. They feed tight. They're always tight. They're always in front of each other and jumping in front of each other. So again, when we go out to set our decoys, we're going to set our decoys tight, try to resemble the actual birds we're hunting. If we were hunting big geese, decoys probably would be a lot different. So they'd be more opened up and scattered. I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to hunt, I think we're going to hunt the pond. CJ's got a pond back here that keeps open with the ice eater, and it's got a nice little strip open. They got their pit back there. I think we'll probably hunt the pond first, see if we can scratch a few out. Unfortunately, the sun's going to be in our eyes, which sucks for filming, and well, even for hunting, it's hard to see anything, especially over the ice. But we're going to try that, see if we can shoot some on the pond, just because it's kind of a cool spot, very unique. And I think the next day we're going to hunt this field out here where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play. That's not Colorado, but close enough. Kill him! Sit.
Good boy, Kaden. I was the only one that shot
Keep on. Gotta kill him.
Kill him.
Nice job, boys.
Get him. Get him. He's literally drowning the thing. Look at him. He's like, get over. I can target you, bro.
Kill him.
Nice job, boys. They ain't perfect, but we're scratching a few.
Better than nothing.
Go!
That one's guy.
Over the rock.
And
Back our way and dead.
on the rock.
Didn't we have one over the hill too that got one? I thought they would just come over here. To the right.
Ah!
Yep, right there. Right in there.
Go! You could try a far shot if you want.
Wow!
That made a thud.
Shot. I didn't realize there was one ways out there.
Back!
Yeah.
Wow.
He walked his
I didn't
way out
even
there pretty
pull on
far,
that.
though.
I pulled there.
Good boy!
I was pissed. Good call.
I want to die, dude.
Come on, front. Take them when you can get them.
Good job, boys. Mac!
That's for sure. Good call. Yeah, those are big ones. Oh, man. Kill him!
Mark. Back. Just finished up our Colorado hunt. Out here with CJ and Devin. I filmed most of this hunt, but it was a really tough day. As you can see on film when you're watching, we had really high birds. We had crazy high birds. It was almost like we were back in Minnesota hunting molt migrators that were coming real high off the roost. They'd get over top of us, we'd have to make a ton of noise. Our lips were dying. I was looking over at Devin, he was halfway passing out, but we were just trying to make a bunch of noise, get the birds down. And once we did, it was pretty good, but a lot of them were the big groups and they wouldn't finish all the way. We had some singles, pairs. I know we had a group of 3 do it real good, but we didn't quite kill full limit. We were off, I think, 2 or 3. But it was still a good hunt. It was fun. The ones we did get in were pretty good, right tight. With lessers, biggest tip I can give you with lessers, I've probably given it to you before, is putting your decoys tight and putting all your decoys out in front of you, most of them out in front of you. As you can see in a minute, I'll show you, I had a couple pods of decoys out in front of us, and then right in front of the A-frame, we had big mass, big dark mass, try to make it look like the birds are there feeding this spot, like this is where the food is type deal. We had to get on the edge, of course, because you can see there's no cover out here. It was a cornfield, and then they went through, because they got cattle, they went through and raked it up for the corn bales. So there's no cover at all. So it was either hunt an edge or hunt by the pivot, which we hunted by the pivot. Reason we picked the pivot is because CJ's been out here scouting it, and there's been a lot of birds kind of feeding up to the irrigation. But when you see birds in the field and you're scouting, that's another thing I want to talk about. You know, you drive by and you see all these birds in the field. We've been scouting lessers the last couple of days. They're tight. They're real tight. And if you watch them, they hop over each other and they're constantly moving across the field. So when you come out to the field and you look and there's birds up against the irrigation, that doesn't necessarily mean they landed there and they're comfortable landing there. Most of the time they'll land out in the middle and they'll keep hopscotching, getting over each other, and they'll end up by an edge or they'll end up by the irrigation. So we came out here and hunted and we think, well, they're kind of comfortable with the irrigation. They've been out here for a while. That's why we chose to set up by the pivot. Now, a lot of geese will kind of get over the irrigation. They don't like it. I know back where we're at, back in the Midwest, irrigation's a killer. It kills us, and birds don't like it at all. But we didn't have a choice. So what we did, we got 2 A-frames against pivot. Had a few come in nice. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful scenery. So we had a pretty good hunt. We had fun out here with our friends, and I'm happy it worked out. So we shot some. Devin shot some on the gun cam. I think we got some good footage for you. So now it's time to pick all these up and go to CJ's house for elk, because he's an elk hunter and they're cooking us dinner. Works out good. Devin, your girlfriend's calling you.
Oh, be right over.